Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Cleveland Guardians. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get underway, and today's starter, Logan Allen.
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
And now for the Jays, number 36.
Schneider.
The wind of the pitch. And that's in the dirt. The wind to kick the pitch. And that one fouled off. Kicks and fires. Foul ball there. And now 2-2.
It's a good take.
That one ripped. Kwan moving back. Stretches out and hauls it in. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
One out, bases empty. The pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one just misses. Ball 2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Batting third.
2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And first offering is fouled off.
Here's a player known for playing better in day games, which is not always the case. I mean, day games are different, Boog. Things change from game times to your daily routine, but he sure makes the transition look easy.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting fourth.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Throw in, holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Wastes no time there. And, man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Now it's Justin Turner. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
First and second, 2 down. 2 on, 2 outs. On the ground. And it goes just foul. The pitch. And that one hammered. That's back there. And out of here. That one felt good. And the Blue Jays have the lead now. It's 3-0.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
So 2 down, and the batter is George Springer. And that's outside, and that's ball 1. The wind of the pitch. Ground ball left side. Zips it to first. That takes care of Springer. Out number 3. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and pitching here today, Kevin Gossman. What do you have on him, Chris?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Stephen Kwan stands in now and watches strike 1.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ball game.
And the pitch. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Gossman throws over, and he's back in standing. That one's in there. Strike 1. Nobody out. Runner at first. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Breaking ball inside. Going to count 1 and 2. Throw over to first. Kwan back in standing. Runner at first with no outs here. Struck him out looking.
Batting third.
Here's Jose Ramirez. He's always a threat at the plate.
He's been flexing his power in the majors for a long time now. His first career home run was to right field right here inside Yankee Stadium in 2014. The right fielder that day for the Yankees, Ichiro Suzuki. Even he couldn't catch that one.
The pitch. And that's off the inside edge. 2-0. And the slider just misses. Double play ball to second. There's one.
Out.
On to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We move to the second in Toronto. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Guardians nothing. Back now in Toronto. Here's the left fielder, Addison Barger.
Addison
Allen, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Swing and a miss, strike one. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
The pitch. That clips the zone, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To the right side, Jimenez gathers and throws to first. 1 out in the second.
batting eighth, the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate.
He's not the power guy, but he can hurt you to all parts of the ballpark.
That one fouled off. And now the lefty. And that one in the air center field. And he pulls up on it, and that's a hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's
Roquillo. The flip to second, double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Guardians nothing. Bottom of the inning. Here's Josh Naylor.
For the Guardians, the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. That one opts against the fence. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
everything came together perfectly for him right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So a man aboard. Now here is David Fry. Right side, and it stays fair. Naylor coming home, and that rolls into the corner. The throw into second, and he's in there. A run comes in on the play.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan. Fouled off. He was late. One on, nobody out, a run in, bottom half of inning number 2. Man at second. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. And a swing and a miss. One away.
Got him swinging on that pitch away to finish him off, but everything early in the at-bat was in tight. Really challenged him in there with some competitive pitches, not letting him get his hands extended, but of course that eventually opens up the outside part of the plate, and he just wasn't able to adjust.
Line drive, base hit, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and they trail by 1.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
1 gone, runner at first. Bo Naylor at the plate now. That's in there. It's 0-1. Man at first, 1 away. That's down and in. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Bounced up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now batting, left fielder, Steven.
And the batter now, Steven Kwan. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. This to center field. Snags it on the run. That is the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Guardians 2. Top half of the third inning. Here's the second baseman, number 36.
Davis Schneider.
Allen back to work.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A gigantic blast. And they tack one on the board. It's 4-2.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now it's Jansen to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. In there at the knees for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next pitch is downstairs.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And here it comes. And delivers outside. Now a screamer into the outfield. Kwan hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Out towards right center field. And Guerrero is set down. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 25.
2 outs, base is empty. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Singled and scored his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. In position. Squeezes it. And that is that. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. It's now 4-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Andres Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. There's the strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
0-2 now. Ground ball right side, and that one handled. Throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. The Guardians down by a pair here in the last half of the third. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Gausman checks over to first, and he's back. And now it's Josh Naylor. Fought off foul. Left-hand hitter waits. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. It's 4-4.
Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. David Fry digs in now. That's a strike.
0-1's the count.
One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Brennan at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Hit hard on the ground to short. Over to first. That's the inning. Cleveland with a pair on this blast. All even now at 4 apiece. Back after this on the show. Start of the fourth. Justin Turner now.
The designated hitter. Justin
Turner, a guy with great bat-to-ball skill. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Fly ball down the line. Brennan tracks it down for the out.
The batter, the right fielder, George.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground to short. That takes care of Springer.
Now batting, the left fielder, Addison Barger.
And next for Toronto, Addison Barger. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1.
Tough spot right here. Quick inning, 2 quick outs. You got to be patient, but you also have to be somewhat aggressive to not miss your pitch early in the count.
On the ground. Toss to Naylor, and that is the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. This game's all tied at 4. Bottom 4, here's Tyler Freeman to hit.
For the Guardians, the center fielder, Tyler Freeman.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
That clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Right side, hard hit. Fires over to Guerrero. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
The batter, the catcher, Bo
Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Struck out swinging his first time. That's in there. That's strike 1. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Breaking ball inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. Tied at 4. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Now batting.
Here's Brian Rocchio. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
And that's in there at the knees. Late swing, foul to the left. Got him swinging. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. Score remains tied at 4. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now for the Jays, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Here comes a pitch. The shortstop takes a ball. Kiner-Falefa, a former Gold Glove winner, 29 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Brennan makes the catch for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. He hit into a double play his first time up. That to right, Brennan moving under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the second
now
baseman.
It's the second baseman. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swings here and blasts one left field. Kwan moving back. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they grab the lead. It's 5-4.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
And first offering is fouled off. Hard hit to third. Ramirez sends it to first, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 5-4 ball game. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
The left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
And a pitch. Ripped to third and picked on a hop. Sends it across to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
The second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez digs in for the Guardians. That misses the zone. 1-0. One down, base is empty. That one out to right, and that is Springer. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
The batter, the third baseman, Jose.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 1 for 2.
Ramirez hit his 200th career home run last season here in Cleveland, Boog. In fact, he hit home runs number 199 and 200 in the same game. The opponent in that one, the Boston Red Sox, just like today.
Righty delivers. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
2 down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right-hander kick steals. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Guardians fail to score. They trail it 5-4. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, number 36.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, One-run game. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. getting ready to hit.
Guerrero Jr.
The pitch. They'll say this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. And the righty deals. And that curveball drops in there for a strike.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade.
Oh, gets dirty. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
So up next, Dalton Varsho. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. A massive home run, and they add to their lead. It's 6-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. You feel like everything goes slow motion when a breaking ball like that leaves the hand right down the middle of the plate, and it's like the pitcher's screaming, "No!" and the hitter's saying, "Yes!" and the ball gets tattooed for a big home run.
So 1 out, nobody on. Next is the designated hitter, Justin Turner. He's already homered in this game. First offering, and it just misses. Righty to the plate. Next pitch in for a strike. And 1-1. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Scott Barlow getting ready to go. Heron, the power lefty, up as well. 1 run across in the frame so far, and we're the top half of the 6th. Bounce to third. Toss to Naylor, and Turner is retired.
The right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
2 outs, base is empty. George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. Ripped to short. Gets it to first. That takes care of Springer. That's the 3rd out. Toronto extends the lead on the solo shot. It's a 2-run lead now at 6-4. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Well, we go bottom 6.
Leading
now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians,
Guardians,
Josh
The
Naylor.
first baseman, Josh Naylor.
Chad Green comes on trying to close it out.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
The pitch. Late on that fastball.
0-1's the count.
Popped in the air, left field. Barger makes the grab, 1 away.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter,
David Fry now at the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. And there's a foul ball. The Blue Jays trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Will Brennan. Missed inside with the curve. Out to short, Connor Falefa. Sends it to first. That ends the inning. The Guardians go down in order. They trail it here 6-4. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Scott Barlow.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
The left fielder.
And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. The wind of the pitch. And he grounds one to the right side. Jimenez tosses to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Isaiah Kiner Falefa.
Now it's the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner Falefa. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Ernie Clement, the next to hit. Runner on the go. Line and a base hit into right. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, number 36. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
2 on, 1 out. Up the middle. What a stop. Flips it for one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th. So in now for Cleveland, Tyler Freeman.
Tyler Freeman.
Green back to work. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now batting, catcher,
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Checks over to first. Back safely.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The tying run at the plate. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. And they tag him out. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
At the plate, Brian Rocchio.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Up the middle. 2 gone now.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
So the batting order turns over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Just a weak fly ball this time. And that'll fall for a base hit. The throw to second. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2. That ends the inning, but they do pick up a run on the play. So they get 1 run on 2 base hits. No errors and nobody left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Guardians 5. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to begin the 8th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Danny Jansen. Swings through that one out in front that time. Barlow in his 6th season, 31 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2011. 0-1 now.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Swings through that one.
Another 0-2 count right here.
No
Pitcher
ball,
just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
That's to third. Dives, and he can't hang on. He doesn't have a play, and they can't get the out.
The center fielder, number 25, Dalton Varsho.
Ball 1, no strikes. Guerrero over at first with 1 away. The pitch. A little bit low.
Touchdown.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
At the belt and fires. Got it by him for the K.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Now Justin Turner gets a chance to hit. He's done some damage, launched a homer at his first at bat back in the first.
Yeah, that was a tone setter, no doubt. I mean, you can stomach an early solo homer, but a 3-run shot just doesn't go down quite as smooth.
Swing and a miss. Slider right there.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Now the 0-1. Just missed. And another ball. And he deals. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Gets to it onto first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. So 1 hit is all they get. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Guardians 5. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Andres Jimenez.
The second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
The pitch. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And up next for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. 1 for 3. That's in there.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
And that one fouled off. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground, right side. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
Now batting, the first baseman.
1 down, runner at first. And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Green checks over to first, and he's back.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Right through there for a strike. The pitch. Outside low. 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Here's a 1-1. And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
1-2 now. He fouls it off. Will do it again. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Now it's the DH, David Fry. Right through there for a strike. Ramirez off of first with 2 away. That one is absolutely belted. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores to tie it up. 6-6.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Will Brennan. Now on the bump, Genesis Cabrera.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
There's a strike, 95 of that one. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. And the pitch. That's a little bit low.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Next offering is downstairs.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Man on second, 2 down. On the ground, right side. He takes it on his own. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And we're all even now at 6 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Pedro Avila. Here's George Springer to start it off. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts.
George Springer.
The wind of the pitch. And that one fouled off. Oh, 1 down. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Freeman drifts towards it, makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Barger in the box now. Takes strike 1.
0-1's the
Base
count.
is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Go ahead run on base. And now the shortstop, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Over to first, and he saves. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. One away, tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. In the air out to center on his way over. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Ernie Clement.
Tied at 6. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays.
Hey!
In the dirt. No advance.
0-1.
Good job behind the dish. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey!
Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. That
Nope,
misses
that's
the
a ball.
zone. Now 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That
2 balls,
misses.
2 strikes.
And the count is 2-2. Two outs.
3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And here it comes. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That one down the line.
That ball's
And
foul.
foul ball. Out towards right center field. Freeman on the move. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Throws to second. They get the force. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, 2 up in inning number 9. And we're all even at 6 apiece. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Stepping up for the Guardians, Tyler Freeman.
The center fielder, Tyler Freeman.
And a pitch. Outside. And that's ball 1. Fought off foul. Just missed. In the air right field. Springer racing after it. Grabs it on the run. And there's one down.
The batter, the catcher, Bo.
And now Bo Naylor.
Naylor.
0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That's in for a strike. All tied up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swings through that.
0-2 is the count.
0-2 now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Kicks and fires. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
To the batter now, Ryan Rocchio. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Little chopper rolls foul. Lifted in the air, right center field. Varsho on the move. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And that'll do it. New inning getting started. And now for the Jays, number 36.
Davis Schneider.
Avila back to work. Swung on, belted. Freeman trying to get to it. And in one hops the wall. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
3 hits in this one, all of them for extra bases. What a game. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. And it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking in at your dugout and seeing the guys fired up. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Danny Jansen to hit here. And that one fouled off. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. That's towards center. Freeman drifts towards it. And there's one down. So digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Out in front and foul to the left side. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Reaching for it and brings it in. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Dalton Varsho.
Tied at 6. Dalton Varsho digs in now. Comebacker to the mound. In plenty of time to first. That's out number 3. Blue Jays held in check. This game remains tied at 6. Back now in Toronto. We're in extras here. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. As the lefty gets to work. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays,
Now
Tim Meza.
Toronto, number 58, Tim Meza.
The 0-1. On the ground right side. And that chance handled. Throws to first in time. 1 out, the bottom of the 10th.
Now batting, second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
So up next, Andres Jimenez. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a strikeout. Fouled off. He was late. Base is empty, 1 away here in extra innings. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Well, that's his first hit in this one, so that should help him feel a little better. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfect.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Jansen, great throw. He's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Into center. Sizing this one up. He's got it. And that is out number 3. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We push on to the 11th. And we're all even at 6 apiece. Now we go to the 11th. Turner climbs in on that right side.
Justin Turner.
The wide to kick the pitch. And that's outside. Ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Now a jump throw.
Got him.
Turner is out.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Here's George Springer. And that one fouled off. The wind and the pitch. Right side. That takes care of Springer. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Tied at
The left
6.
fielder,
Addison Barger will hit next.
Barger.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Two down, nobody on. Got the back going too soon. It's strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
In the air, left side. Kwan heads after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
The first baseman, Josh Naylor.
The pitch. Inside, just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. And
One ball,
big swing and a
2
miss.
strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. David Fry digs in for the Guardians.
Designated hitter.
So he came up clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard, right back up the middle.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Line drive, that's a base hit. And the winning run is aboard.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
One down. Will Brennan now at the plate. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a strikeout. And fouled off. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Tyler Freeman digs in for the Guardians. And that one fouled off. With the winning run on at first, we are in the 11th. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, but the winning run is now in scoring position. 2 away.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
First and second, 2 outs. And here's the catcher, Bo Naylor.
0-1.
Winning run in scoring position with 2 away. And we're in the bottom of the 11th. And now the lefty hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back now we're in extras, and there's a new arm on the mound, Tim Herron.
Tim Herron.
Tied at 6.
Leading off for the Bluejays,
and now for the Jays, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Kiner-Falefa.
And a pitch. Right through there for a strike. On the ground out to short. Roquillo. So that takes care of Kiner-Falefa. And here is Ernie Clement. First pitch misses. Movement in the bullpen. Hunter Gaddis appears to be getting loose. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're deep into extras. And a strike.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
2 strikes.
That one almost got him. Out to center. Freeman coming on. Makes a nice running catch. And there are 2 down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Number 36 now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle.
Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard.
Well, that definitely didn't come out of his hand the way that he was intending it to, and the release point was a little bit off as well.
Jansen in the box now, takes strike 1. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up, not give him something off speed that he can handle.
2 outs. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 3rd out.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Bottom of the 12th inning now. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Brian Rocchio. Meza back to work. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Springer there makes the catch, and a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, Steven.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Now the left fielder, Steven Kwan. Trevor Richards on a pitch out of the pen here.
Trevor Richards.
That clips a corner. Late swing, foul to the left. And the 0-2. That one
ball,
missed.
2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Hard hit left side. Throws to first in time.
Shortstops are expected to make tough plays look routine, and that's what he did right there. Just a great example of why he plays one of the most demanding positions on the field.
Andres Jimenez, the next to hit, known for his late inning heroics. And that's a strike. Two down, nobody on, and a foul ball. And the right-hander deals, gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Two down, nobody on. Here deep into extra innings. And that skips in the dirt.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Here comes a pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Right-handed reliever. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a two-out knock, and that puts the winning run on first.
Now batting.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. Runner on the move. Pitch is low. Safe at second, and that was not close.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Winning run in scoring position with 2 away.
That's ball 2.
In the dirt, but kept close.
2 balls,
nice
no
job
strike.
behind the plate there. The winning run on second base. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
In for a strike, and it's 2-2. Winning run stands at second. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 1 left for the Guardians. Score remains tied, 6 apiece. Inning number 13 set to go. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
That's to third. Ramirez zips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
The center fielder, number 25, Dalton Varsho.
Tied at 6. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Hard hit, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Here's Turner now. First
Ball
pitch
1.
doesn't find the zone. Now snap throw to first.
Safe.
Varsho back on a dive. 1 away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Wouldn't chase that time.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Line drive, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. Now the go ahead runs in scoring position. So big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Digging in, George Springer brings it in. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Caught in a rundown now. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Another chance to win it. Home half of the inning coming up. And we're all last half of the 13th set to go. And now Josh Naylor.
The first baseman, Josh Naylor.
The right-hander back to work. Fought off foul.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And a pitch. Missed inside with the curve. Bounce to the left side. And that's a fair ball. Now it rolls down into the corner. It's a leadoff double, and the winning run is at second base.
Boog, I know you love the slug. Well, the slugging percentage is on the rise in this one. That's his third extra base hit of the game.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Winning run in scoring position now, so a clutch AB could end this one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the Guardians DH, David Fry.
That's a ball.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
Just missed.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Nate Pearson. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. Slider misses outside.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And a 3-1 on the way. And fouled off. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
So in now for Cleveland, Will Brennan. Just off the inside edge. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one carrying. Wow! Ball game! A two-run shot, and the Guardians break through to win it in 13.
When you get to extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
Final score of 8-6 in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.